Sean St. Jacques, Eric Dobransky, your entire crew, happy to have you with us tonight. Moments away from kickoff at Ling Family Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, as Lou City takes on Monterey Bay. Let's dive into the lineups. Danny Cruz has a very strong 11 for the hosts.
Yeah, and for Danny Cruz and Lou City, Jake Morris, Aiden McFadden, Elijah Winder, Taylor Davila, that is a midfield that's going to reinforce this press for a team that's looking to turn Monterey Bay over. And then this back line of Sharpie, Ordonez, and Tosh, they do a terrific job of instigating the attack and really creating some of those moments for Lou City, and we've seen how dangerous they are in goal scoring. And then for Monterey Bay, it's going to be about how do they win the midfield battle? How do they make sure that they're screening passes and winning some of those duels? And in the back line, it starts with Anthony Siaha. How do you slow down such a potent attack in Lou City?
Just the third ever meeting between these two teams. And ironically enough, the road team has won each of the prior two meetings. And of course, the last time the Seasiders were here, they were 2-0 winners. We'll see if they can repeat the trick tonight. We're off and running at a packed Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky.
Last catapults you to 29 points. And then for Monterey Bay, they're 1-4-2 against the East this year. With their first win against the Eastern Conference being that game at Highmark against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that was a game that Frank Yalla talked to us about, how it's helped prepare them for some of these big atmospheres with big crowds. Of course, it's a great atmosphere in Seaside as well, but being on the opposite end of that, a moment like that, going to Highmark and getting a steal helps, and this could be a chance for Louisville. This is going to roll all the way through, and it's a big-time strike! Smashed in off the bar to give Louisville the lead. It's a heat-seeking missile from Jake Morris.
And you just saw Jake Morris eyeing this up. As soon as it got laid off, you could see him contemplate placing it, but then he went with just absolutely punishing the strike. That Lou City is unbalancing Monterey Bay. They are getting them overshifted. They are getting them overcommitted. Not even just on the goal from Jake Morris, but you see it a number of times with Sam Gleedle's entry in the final third. You just saw it there with Aiden McFadden. They are doing a tremendous job of climbing the field together collectively. Being very progressive and positive when they do regain possession, playing at an extremely high tempo.
McFadden, great ball in, it's 2-0! McFadden puts it on a plate for Wilson Harris. And we haven't even played 7 minutes, but Lou City are already running riot.
And it starts with a delivery from Aiden McFadden again. It's that wide area. We talked about it a bit in the open, winning that battle out wide. Gets his head up, no pressure on that initial ball. He has the time and space.
Tosh again, time to maybe cross this in. He'll switch the point of attack from Morris. Back for Wes Sharpie.
Just see the fluidity in which Lou City's playing with, the interchange, the recognition.
McFadden, oh, it's gorgeous again! Gleedle's shot is saved by Siaha. The intricate build-up play picks Monterey Bay apart, but Siaha comes up with a huge, huge stop. He leads the league coming in.
And that's a great word, Sean, intricate. And I would add patience, and then the urgency in that final moment, because that ball played in, and then just
Wendy's to redeem. Walmer Martinez could not keep that in play. And Louisville can possibly create another opportunity. Heading into the night, Louisville had a chance to go back to the top and still has a chance to go back to the top. They'll need some help in Tampa. Oh, they almost scored again. It's off the bar. Harris denied. Morris back across. Did he keep it in play? It's a goal kick.
And I would say that Monterey Bay is having a difficulty tracking and locating some of these runners.
But Louisville are certainly doing their part. This ball is bent into the penalty area. McFadden could have maybe let that go. He heads it to keep the ball in play. Here's Walmer Martinez. Rafael Baca. Jesus Enriquez. First time ball in by Walmer Martinez, and oh, it's a goal, it's in! Can you believe that? Monterey Bay are back in it. After all the pressure they put up with, Moby Fair makes it 2-1.
And that is what you needed for Monterey Bay. The response, you cut into this lead and you grab that momentum. You have to start taking some of those opportunities, and this was fantastic for Monterey Bay. They did not rush the service. They allowed the numbers to get forward, and
Davila to take. Good ball in! Oh, it's got it again! Headed home by Elijah Winder for his career high 5th Louisville goal this season. It's a goal fest in Kentucky. Louisville are back ahead by 3-1.
and it's all about the service. It gives the opportunity for Elijah Winder.
And it could open up here on the far side for Monterey Bay. Moby Fair leads the charge. Donor off to the far side. Fair into the middle. Traeger leaves it. Enriquez strikes it! And it's a brilliant save by Damian Loss. Out it goes for a Monterey Bay corner.
But where, when, the scenario of how they're faced, opponents facing. And for Lou City, that first half has been indicative of how they've been all season. 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. You could see a bit of the patience and the timing there in the final third.
Serrano stays with it for Louisville. Serrano gets through. He's gonna shoot! And it's just pulled wide of Siaha's goal.
Grown into this second half, and you feel like they've stacked offensive sequences, and they've done it collectively because they did it a bit in the first half, but weren't unable to sustain it. Here's another one.
Yalazzi, wonderful run. Decent effort! And he nearly scores a wonder goal here. Meanwhile, Rhode Island came back tonight to beat North Carolina. They were 1-0 down. They won 2-1. And Birmingham Legion, sticking in the East, big 3-0 win over Orange County. That puts them back on track as far as the postseason picture is concerned for them. 10 minutes left here. Louisville again on the attack. Jansen Wilson had it blocked. Oh, it's played back across, and Glito scores against his former club. It comes full circle for Sam Glito. He scored against Louisville for Monterey Bay 2 years ago. He scores against Monterey Bay for Louisville in the Lynn Family Stadium rematch. And Lou City surely have sealed the points. It's 4-1 to the boys in purple.
And Sam Glito has been knocking at the doorstep. Not necessarily in chances created and testing Anthony Siaha.
We are sure going to be in for 2 wild pushes to the playoffs in the East and the West as these next weeks and months go by. Here's Amadou Diaz. We approach stoppage time at the end of what's been a scintillating performance from Louisville City. From start to finish, really. Jake Morris scored the first goal back in the 3rd minute. 4 minutes later, Wilson Harris made it 2. Moby Fair got one back, but it's been all Louisville since. As Maris was given way too much time and space, but it soars over Siaha remaining.
This is a Lou City side that just continue to play urgency with such pace, such tempo.
Into the middle, Mogel not able to get there in time. McCabe serves it out to the far side. Jansen Wilson is there in the final seconds, and it's like Louisville, well, pass this one out to completion. Ooh, that was in for Gleedle. Siaha grabs it, and that is full time here at Lynn Family Stadium.